Thursday. You guys will never guess what happened this morning. I got my period. So a lot of the symptoms I was feeling last week make more sense now. I knew I was supposed to be getting it because my Flow app predicts when I'm getting it, and last month I got it on the 10th. So I knew I was supposed to be getting it around now. According to my Flow app, I am 5 days late on getting it though, but I'm glad that I got it because this tiredness and the insane bloating and everything, and the excess hunger, it all just makes sense. I'm sure some of it is still contributed to the fact that I ate like crap over the weekend. But this also just makes a lot of sense. So I'm glad. I just hope that it's like the last period that I had, which was not super long. It wasn't super terrible. So it seems like they're decently regular the last few months, so that's cool. Still don't know if I'm ovulating at all. I want to get that Oura ring so bad already, but I told myself I'm not going to do it until I hit 100 pounds down. So I have a little over 20 pounds. I think I said yesterday that I weighed in, my lowest weight so far was 223 point something. And then yesterday when I weighed in, I was 227.7, and I was just crazy bloated. And then I weighed in this morning and I was 225 point something. It's so strange. I always thought, and obviously everybody is different, but I always thought that you get super bloated when your period is here. But it seems for me, at least the last few months, the case is that I get super bloated the week before my period, and then during my period I'm not bloated. I can feel the upper part of my stomach is where I usually get all of my bloating, and it feels flat and squishy again, whereas the last few days it's been kind of hard and just puffy and rounder because obviously it's bloat. But yeah, I definitely have been a little more hungry. Basically I just can't get satisfied. I'm feeling snacky is how I can describe it, and that makes sense now because I just got my period today. So I'm glad that I got it. Curious to see how long it will stay and what type of period it is. And then, yeah, ever since I started taking the Myo, D-Chiro, and Inositol, consistently, I'll have to go back and look and see exactly when I started that. I feel that was it March or April? I think it might have been March that I started taking it consistently. Don't get me wrong, there have been days here and there where I've forgotten about it, or when my friends were here, I just literally would wake up and immediately go hang out with them, so I would forget. So there have been times since then where I haven't taken it for a few days or one day. But other than that, I've been super, super consistent with it. And I really think that is, helping some. I definitely am feeling a little bit crampy right now, so that's not fun, but at least it's here. And yeah, so that's the update. I woke up and I was like, huh. And then obviously I found out. And it's funny because my mood already feels better today. I already feel more awake this morning. I don't feel as ugh, you know what I mean? So it is crazy. So I don't feel as like aggravated as I was the last like week or so. So I guess my Flow app is pretty spot on. Like I said, it said I was 5 days behind when they predicted I would get it. But I'm really only 2 days, or I guess really, yeah, 2 days past when I got it the last time. So but that's why I can't wait to get the Oura Ring, because then hopefully it will, like, you know, have a little bit better predictions once it gets my body temperature down and all that stuff. My sister actually just got one, my younger sister, the one who's getting married in November. So I'm waiting for her like full review on it to me. She, her soon-to-be husband got it for her birthday that just passed. So part of me wants to just get it right now. The other part of me knows that that's not financially responsible, and I already told myself I would get it for myself when I hit 100 pounds down. So I'm gonna try really hard to stick to that, unless my husband Tim, who might be watching this, wants to get it for my birthday next week. But yeah, I think I'll wait. I'll have to wait. I don't have a choice but to wait right now because of everything going on with his job. But that's besides the point. Oh, I wanted to update you guys on what I was mentioning the other day about the dosage for my Mounjaro. I decided to, because I couldn't find the 3 boxes anywhere, I decided, just because, like, I don't know when our insurance is going to be up. We got some news about something yesterday, and, like, that's not looking good. So if one thing was already taken away, I'm just kind of waiting for the benefits to be next. So we'll see. But because I didn't want, like, I don't know, I wanted to secure another box, basically. I did just get another 5. So technically I have 3, well, on Friday when I go pick it up, I'll have 3 boxes of the 5 milligrams. I still have 1 pen left in my current box, 2 full boxes, and then I'm picking up another box on Friday. So I'll have 3 full boxes of the 5 milligrams. So at least I will have like 3 months worth, you know, if this thing happens with my husband's company. But he will only have 1 box, so that makes me sad and nervous for him. So I'm gonna keep looking. And it's so funny because in the comments on that video, like, everybody was saying something different about how, like, yeah, no, they're not in a shortage anymore, or yep, they still are in a shortage, or you know, it's just like, it's so confusing because no one knows the 100% truth. Because I guess Eli Lilly isn't, like, they came out and said they're not in a shortage anymore, but then they didn't update, like, something that they were supposed to update. I don't know. It's just so confusing. I definitely feel stuck right now. Like, if this thing happens with my husband's company, well, it already has happened, but if what has happened to my husband's company like gets any worse, I wish I could say more, but, like, I just don't want to say anything that could, like, potentially get him in trouble. God forbid someone, like, sees this or something. Do you know what I mean? But if we have to wait 3 months to be eligible, if you guys catch my drift, to get on new insurance, like, there's just so many risks happening. And I just feel stuck because it's like, if these things are going down with his current company, like, it's not something we can sustain for very long. but it also might not even be an option for him to have to look elsewhere, comes in the next like few months. But at the same time, like, him having to look elsewhere will like turn our world upside down for a little while financially, and obviously, you know, with our insurance and everything. So it's like my brain is just all over the place, but I just hope that whatever happens is in the benefit of us, and that if we are forced to go somewhere else and we are forced to, you know, that then forces us to get new insurance, that this new insurance will cover our same doctors, because I finally found like good doctors, and that it will cover our medications the same way that our current insurance is. That's the hope. So keep your fingers crossed with all that crap. I can't tell if this is a fire in front of me that I'm seeing all this smoke for, or I don't know. But yeah, so period has come. Definitely feeling a little more alive this morning. I want to do some research about like PMSing and all that stuff before your period, because I was not the nicest girl to Tim last week. Every little thing he was doing was like immediately getting on my nerves, and I was just like frustrated. And so again, that makes a lot of sense, because my patience were thin. So sorry, Timmy, I love you. But I want to read up on some, like, it's just funny because every single time this happens, even though I'm like expecting to get my period, when you have PCOS, like, you never, even if something is staring me in the face saying, hey, you're getting this in 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, whatever, like, or hey, you're supposed to have this right now. Oh, excuse me. Because I have PCOS, I won't believe it, because my periods are so irregular. So I've never really been able to be like, oh, this is why I'm feeling like this time of the month, because I know, like, a lot of other women can say, oh, I'm a little bloated, I'm extra hungry, I'm tired, I'm angry, so my period's coming next week. Like, I've never been able to put the 2 and 2 together, because a lot of the times my period never came, you know? But this has happened the last few months now, where I've gotten really bloated the week before, I've gotten really tired, I've gotten really hungry, I've gotten moody, and then boom, a week later I get my period. So I guess I am kind of becoming more consistent in that. So now I want to kind of read up on like the PMS side of having your period and all that, because I've never had it consistently. And I've never had, you know, because even when I had my period with my, oh yeah. Let's see, is that sirens? I wonder if that is a car fire up there. I've never had my period when I had my IUD. Sorry, I keep feeling like I hear sirens, but I think it might just be a car next to me. So when I had my IUD, which, as you guys know, was for a really, really long time, I never, like, had any of these symptoms beforehand, and I don't know if that's because of the IUD or what. But yeah, so I don't know, but I definitely want to read up on it. PCOS is just a crazy freaking thing, but I'm telling you, this medication or this supplement truly has been helping. Because ever since I stopped I took my IUD out and I started it consistently, again, Myo, D-Chiro, inositol, my periods have been coming consistently. They're not fun periods, they're really crampy, very clotty, but like, they're coming consistently. Another thing I've noticed too is a lot of my darkness, like even on my hands, has kind of lightened. Again, that could just be because my diabetes is under control now, and the medicine's helping with like my insulin and everything, but like, it is, that may be contributing to it as well. I don't know who people are beeping at. There's literally traffic. Where do you want anybody to go? Hi. But yeah, so that's that. I guess I will see you guys tomorrow because I'm sure you're sick of hearing about periods and all that stuff. So, and okay, I see where the traffic is coming from now. There's a car disabled in the middle of the road. Or there was an accident, that's why. So that's not fun. Okie dokies. Well, hope everybody has a good Thursday. We're almost to Friday, thank God. These people, man. No one knows how to drive today. Okie dokie. See y'all later.